What is up, guys? A little bit of a different video today. Rather than a fight prediction, I kind of want to just do a recap of this year in MMA, more so specifically UFC, because 2022 has been an insane year, guys. I mean, we've seen the changing of the guard in two different weight classes, middleweight and obviously welterweight as well. Let's begin first with probably the most shocking upset that I have ever witnessed, and that is obviously Kamaru Usman and Leon Edwards. Guys, I remember watching that fight. Obviously I thought that Leon Edwards won the first round, not because he did any damage to Usman, but primarily due to the fact that he was able to take down Usman, was able to hold him down, and it won him the round. And then, as we all know, the next the next 3 rounds were all Kamaru Usman. I mean, just really getting inside, punching his way there, pretty much manhandling Leon Edwards. And, I remember watching that, guys, round 5, pretty much getting ready to go to bed. And then we obviously, the kick heard around the world. Leon Edwards sets up a beautiful fake high kick, connects with Kamaru Usman, and leaves him flatlined. And again, guys, just a huge upset, and completely out of left field. Talk about a victory that really rewrites the entire welterweight division, because now you open up so many possibilities. Do we have Leon Edwards against Jorge Masvidal? Do we have the immediate rematch? Do we have Bilal Muhammad going there now and face Leon Edwards? And who would have thought, guys, if you had transported me to the beginning of this year in January, and if you have told me that, hey, Kamaru Usman is going to end up being knocked out cold, KO by Leon Edwards, and he would lose his belt, I wouldn't have believed you. Now, the next most shocking, event in the UFC this year was obviously, guys, the most recent upset, but Israel Adesanya versus Alex Pereira, guys. If you watched my fight prediction video, you knew that I was rooting for Israel Adesanya. Yes, he lost, got KO'd, but I thought that, Izzy had in the bag. That was 4 or 5 years ago. Izzy has developed. He's been in the UFC. He's been a world champ. He knows how to overcome adversity. But guys, I remember that one was also a gut wrencher, one that really ripped my heart out my chest. Seeing Izzy throw that low kick, hurt his leg, and then really the beginning of the end was that sequence where he hit his leg, did like a quick flip barrel roll to get out of trouble, and Pereira was right on him. Izzy had nowhere to go. I'm happy that Izzy didn't get KO'd, but man, talk about just a really tough defeat. You really have Pereira, who really chased Izzy from glory over to MMA and took everything that he had. He took his belt. And again, guys, if you had transported me to January of this year and told me that Israel Adesanya would lose his belt this year, I wouldn't have believed you. Tied with Anderson Silva, I believe, for the longest title fight defense reign and streak. Going into his fight against Alex Pereira, such a dominant champ as well. Really on his second lap. Like this year, Kamaru Usman and Israel Adesanya were both on their second laps in the division. That's how dominant they were. And so for both of them to really lose in such an almost aggressive fashion, a KO and a TKO, it's just really absurd. And if you even take a look, guys, if you take a look at the current UFC power rankings now compared to the beginning of the year, it is absolutely insane, guys. The current rankings are almost recognizable. Lastly, guys, the last big upset this year, guys, I really just want to talk about and give my opinions on was, again, guys, Oliveira and Makhachev, guys. I didn't think that Oliveira was gonna lose his belt, and I use lose figuratively because going into that, he wasn't really the champ. But I really thought that Oliveira would get it done against Islam. Oliveira had the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Oliveira had the ground game that would nullify Islam. And who would have thought Islam would win via not only a submission, but he would get a submission through knocking down Oliveira? Because truth be told, even though I was a little skeptical of Oliveira's strength, I did think that he was better on the feet. Islam's only loss really came from him being KO'd from a strong-handed Brazilian. So I really thought Oliveira was going to go in there, walk down Islam, and if it came to the ground, be able to hold his own. But boy was I wrong, and Islam went in there and proved that he deserves to be the champ, guys. And you know, that's something that I just did not see. I did not think that Islam had it in him to really be the world champ, and I really did think he was just riding the hype train. But again, guys, boy am I wrong. Boy was I wrong. You know, I think this year just proves, just goes to show you that anything is possible. Fights are not done until that last bell in round 5. And, you know, don't ever discredit someone due to the fact that, you know, they may not have the best track record of hard opponents. Because I fell into that with Pereira, and I also fell into that with Islam, and both ended up being wrong, you know? It both led to the wrong prediction. So it definitely is a delicate game when it comes to these predictions, guys. But yeah, and there's another one too, guys. You know, obviously, Clover, Teixeira, and Jiri as well was another one that was really, you know, upsetting as well. Clover was winning majority of the fight until he obviously got submitted, so that one was another shocking one too. But yeah, guys, those are just a few of the, you know, the most mind-boggling, insane moments and shocking moments of this year in 2022. It's insane, you know, going forward. Divisions are remapped and reshaped, you know, and it's exciting. You know, I like change, but unfortunately the change happened to the detriment of the fighters that I enjoy and like. But man, what a crazy sport, guys. Love the UFC, and I'd live for moments like this as well. So guys, you know, that includes a little bit of my thoughts of this year in review. You know, what were some of your most shocking moments this year, you know, and how are you feeling going into the new year? You know, we have a lot of upcoming exciting fights. John Jones may be back. We have Islam versus Volk, you know. What was exciting and, you know, most shocking to you this year? And guys, where are you looking forward to into the next year, guys? Let me know in the comment section below. And like always, guys, thanks for watching, and subscribe here for more MMA videos in the future. And I appreciate all of the support and everyone who watches these videos. So thanks again, guys.